Hey y'all, Bill Quirk with Shoot GTR here today for this month's Rangemaster Minute. What I want to talk about today is eye pro, wearing your eye pro. So it's a long-standing rule, one of our core rules out here. When you are on property, when you're on a hot range, you've got to have your eyes on. Further, and you get this once you go through the GTR Pro, if you're on any bay that's got steel on it, you're supposed to keep your eyes on at all times, regardless of whether you're hot or cold, because of the increased risk, potential of shrapnel when you're shooting steel targets. I talk about this in Pro, I talk about this in my classes and whatnot. Be very mindful, you've only got two eyes. Hearing loss is more of a spectrum, but if you take a fragment in your eye, that could be all she wrote. So be very, very mindful of your eyes, and you want to protect your eyes. People don't always really think about what they're doing when it comes to protecting their eyes. I get people that will be out on the range and I'll catch them, they'll be watching somebody. They'll be outside of the bay, they're just watching someone on the bay. I go, hey, put your eyes on. Well, I'm not on the bay. Shrapnel doesn't care. Hey, if something comes flying back, it doesn't care that you're not within the confines of the bay. There's no force field there that's going to stop stuff from coming back. When I get out of the car, when I park in the parking area here, and I'm about to walk into the pro shop, I try to put my eyes on. And there's sometimes where my hands are full, and you'll see me kind of doing this as I'm walking towards the shop. I'm mindful that I'm exposed potentially to something coming off of the live fire bays, range 1 or range 2 in that case. And I want to protect my eyes. So I try to put my eyes on even when I'm walking around in the parking lot, which is not technically part of the range property through the gate. To expand on that even further though, we talked about observers, we talked about the parking lot. But the genesis for this video came from a couple weeks ago. I was teaching a class on a Saturday, and I'm on my bay, which as you know is mostly contained, but I was on my bay doing live fire with my students, and I noticed that there were some folks setting up for a competition that was going to be held on the following Sunday. And as they're walking back and forth from one of our Connex boxes where they store stuff to the bay where they were setting up the stage, I noticed that several of them didn't have any eye pro on. And I made a comment to one of them, hey, put your eyes on. Well, we're just setting up stuff. We're not shooting or anything. It doesn't matter, you're on the range. Protect your eyes. You are in an environment where something could happen. You could get some debris or shrapnel from an unexpected location, unexpected direction. You only got two eyes, protect them. So just be mindful of that. Whenever you're on property or even anywhere in proximity, in the parking lot or anything like that, protect your eyes. Go ahead, unless you've got a reason not to, put your eyes on. And if you have a reason not to, be mindful and avert your eyes from where shrapnel may be coming. So when I talk about that, what I mean is if I was looking downrange, so the camera would be downrange and I've got my eyes on, and something happens, I get something in my eye, a gnat or something, Florida, you got bugs everywhere. Rather than taking my eyes off here, clean my eye out, I'm going to turn around, face uprange, take my eyes off here, do this, put them back on, turn back around. So just be mindful, make these things habitual, think about it now so that it doesn't become a problem later. As always, if you have any questions about this, any comments, leave them below, reach out to me, reach out to somebody in the shop. And the whole point of this is, as always, stay safe.